HSBN Live is on the air. Welcome, everybody, to American Heritage in Delray for tonight's very special event. Tonight's game is between St. John Paul and American Heritage. This is the finals of HSBN's private school tournament. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jay Haybacht, along with my broadcast partner, as usual, Mr. Justin Bresner. Justin, welcome.
Thanks, Jay. Should be a blast here tonight. They got some great lights for this field. Looking forward to a good game. Weather not going to be a factor.
And we're also expecting a very good pitching matchup tonight, and we will get to that momentarily. Our own Anthony Utariello from HSBN is here tonight, and will be conducting the interviews with the coaches momentarily. So grab your favorite beverage and your favorite chair, and we will have baseball coming at you momentarily. We are about 15 minutes from opening pitch. You are watching HSBN Live. Okay, folks, we are just moments away from action here at American Heritage in Delray. Our own Anthony Utariello is on the field, as are the umpires and both teams, shaking hands and saying, "How you doing, fellas?" And we are going to go to our own Anthony Utariello right now.
All right, Jay, we're here with the coaches for tonight's championship game. We got Coach Mazza over here from American Heritage, and we got Coach Graffio from Pope. Coach, let's start with you. Talk a little bit, St. John Paul, sorry. Let's start with you. Talk a little bit about this rivalry. You guys thought you were getting away from these guys, and here you are back playing them again.
We enjoy playing these guys. It's a great rivalry, and we put them on the schedule this year for a reason. We love playing against each other.
Coach, talk from your perspective a little bit about this rivalry.
Just always has a great team, and it's a good way for us to gauge ourselves.
Carb, you guys are undefeated early in the season. Talk a little bit about where you guys are at, and obviously playing in this championship game tonight.
We're happy to be in the championship game, but we've got to protect the ball. We got to get better and better every day. Right now we're doing well, and it's good, but we got to get better and better every day.
Pete, your team's playing real well. You're on a winning streak right now. Scrappy, doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Talk a little bit about how your team's playing right now.
Yes, we're doing all the little things. Situational hitting behind the runners, and our pitchers are throwing strikes.
Carm, talk a little bit about facing a team that's scrappy. Obviously, you got Nelson on the mound tonight, but talk a little bit about that.
Well, we know they're going to come. They're tough. They're scrappy. We've seen them here a couple times already. We know that they're going to be well coached.
All right, and talk a little bit about facing Nelson tonight. Obviously, you guys have seen him before. So.
Never an easy task. Going against him since he's a freshman. So, great pitcher. We just got to go out and play our best.
All right, guys. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you, Anthony Utariello, and we are just about ready for action. So, Justin, let's talk about the pitching matchups to start here. We have a couple of good ones going for St. John Paul. It is Gavin Adams going tonight. Adams, 14 innings pitched this season, 1-1 record, a 2.00 ERA, and about a 3-1 strikeout to walk ratio, 14 strikeouts against only 5 walks. And then for American Heritage, it's going to be their ace, Nelson Berkwich. And Justin, if you enjoyed those burgers in the pregame, that was Ross Berkwich, Nelson's dad, who was on the grill today and doing a fine job.
Yeah, it's a true family event here, Jay, as we have Mrs. Lojeski right down the table from us here.
Nelson,
So it is a family affair here.
Nelson Berkwich this season, 6 foot, 190 pounds, 11 innings pitched, 2-0, 17 strikeouts against 2 walks, Justin. And in case your math is a little slow, that is a 9-to-1 ratio.
The center fielder, number 3, Bill Buteris. Your Stallion shortstop, number 5, Jacob Lojeski. The catcher, number 7, Dylan Higgs. The designated hitter, number 24, Ryan Bruno. Batting for the starting pitcher, number 11, Nelson Berkwich. Your Stallions first baseman, number 22, Jason Latoyle. The second baseman, number 6, Steven Andrews. The third baseman, number 9, Nick Romano. And your right fielder, number 12, Joseph Ramonto.
Okay.
And here we go with the national anthem, folks. Both of these teams have earned their way to the finals, and it is a beautiful night here at American Heritage in Delray. And we have done more games at American Heritage than anywhere else. We've done already 4 games at the Broward American Heritage, and now this will be our first one at the Delray American Heritage. Burwich taking his warm-up tosses, and Justin Burwich looks very impressive on the mound. His dad, Ross, told us that he played some for Team USA, so he has a lot of experience on his side, and he looks like he throws very hard.
Well, we're about to find out, Jay. We're just a couple minutes from the start here.
Justin, I think it's customary this season that wherever we are, we're at American Heritage. It seems like we're either at American Heritage in Broward or American Heritage in Delray, and if they have any other campuses, we'll probably be there soon.
Yeah, another wonderful campus they have here in Delray.
Oh, field is gorgeous here. Tremendous facility. And Justin, we are in a very unique position for us as well, as we are in the press box.
Yes.
This is a first for us. Of course, tonight we are joined, as usual, by Emilio on the board. Emilio Sierra doing a great job as usual, and Talon Taylor, who's already had his hands full and is working very hard at field level. And as you saw, Anthony Utariello of HSBN is also here tonight and has already interviewed both coaches. Lineup for St. John Paul. The Eagles goes like this. Jake Torres leading off, playing first base. Ryan Shitlett playing shortstop, hitting second. Luke Rivara playing center field, hitting third. Gage Adams catching and hitting fourth. Gavin Adams pitching, hitting fifth.
And this is Jake Torres, big swing and a miss.
And we'll get you the rest of the lineup momentarily as we are underway. This is the finals of the HSBN private tournament.
Couldn't catch that one either.
Justin, I don't know if anyone is. That was a blur coming from Burwich. He is throwing absolute fire.
And Burkwich looks like he's got quite an arm.
Wow.
Had that one back, but stayed in the fight.
I'm saying he's throwing in the 90s, Justin. Speed pitch. He struck him out. And they'll complete the out at first base. And we are underway. Justin, do you smell what I smell? A pitching duel?
Not yet. Game's just started. We'll see how it goes from here. But so far, so good for Burkwich.
I thought you were going to say you smelled the hamburgers because they were fabulous.
They were quite good, quite good. Still not Southridge, but we got a huge battle for number 2.
Yeah, no, but you know what did it for me was the toasted bun.
Correct. I was a big fan. Big swing and a miss. This is Ryan Shiflett, the shortstop.
Shitlett this season hitting .292 in 24 at-bats.
Another swing and a miss. Burkwich getting on top of both batters to start the game.
Torres was hitting .385 in 26 at-bats. It's a good hitting team, this St. John Paul Eagles team. Again, the fastball, Justin, I don't know if they're going to be able to catch it tonight. I can hardly see it.
So far, they're having a little trouble.
It is a night game, and the lights are on, but the lights here are excellent. Big swing and a miss at the fastball. He struck him out. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Burkwich. So here comes Luke Rivara. Rivara, 6 feet, 170 pounds, hitting .292 this season with 5 RBIs. And there's a fastball.
Just missed.
Where did that one miss?
I don't know.
We can't really tell. We're way off to the side. Usually we're right behind home plate. Another fastball, and that one on the inside corner and in for a strike. Every pitch Berkwich throws is right on the strike zone, right on the cusp of the strike zone, which is where they teach you to be.
Yeah, one's
Except
left
for
up
that
high.
one. Because as a pitcher, Justin, you don't want to throw the ball down the middle. You want
No.
to throw strikes, but you don't want to be right in the middle. They call that a fat pitch, and we don't want any fat pitches coming out. And that one hit. The first one to hit to short.
And that's
it
going to
is-
get down.
He's going to get in for a hit. It was a short hop. We're going to have to see what the official scorer rules it. But either way, Luke Rivera has made his way to first base.
I saw the E
it
flash.
has an error.
Jay. I saw it flash.
So Berkwich still has not given up any hits yet. Big lead at first base for Rivera.
And this is Gage Adams at the plate, the catcher.
Hard to have
the
such
Eagles.
hard to have such a big lead at first, Justin, when the pitcher is staring you in the face as a left-handed pitcher.
Just missed with
And
that
where
one.
did that one miss?
That was
Berkwich
fouled into the crowd there.
working quickly. Gage Adams this season does have a home run to his credit, hitting .320. Adams is 6 foot, 185 pounds. Throw to first, back in time. Got to be careful, Justin. If that gets away, we could be looking at a situation like we had last night. Or excuse me, 2 nights ago,
nights
at,
ago, yes.
at Nova. Beautiful pitch right at the knees. And good movement on that fastball, too. Berkwich has been very impressive. Everything we expected from him. Way up high and out. Justin, when you have 17 strikeouts and 2 walks, you know you've got velocity and control.
The
Runner
2-2, runner goes, and he hits him.
And it hit him. Just as I said, he had control, Justin.
You
That-
jinxed him. It's
that
like the
couldn't
field
have-
goal kicker who can't miss until you say it.
That couldn't have been any worse. Now I feel terrible. So it'll go as a hit batter for Gage Adams, and now Gavin Adams. Gavin Adams, the starting pitcher, will now come to hit. He is 6'3", 160 pounds, hitting .222 on the season.
2 on, 2 out.
Has a nice sway in the batter's box. And that one foul back
Towards your car.
right at our camera.
Runner goes.
And that one hits on the right field line, but it's going to be foul. They had a double steal going,
Double
Justin.
going.
Wow. St. John Paul coming out aggressive against Berkwich.
Two on, 2 out here in the top of the first for Gavin Adams.
I don't know if it was a double steal, Justin. Maybe a hit and run. Maybe a straight hit and run. And that one again, he's late. Gavin Adams fighting in this at-bat. Pitcher on pitcher here. Berkwich has somehow pitched himself into some trouble with 2 outs and 2 on. And that one put into play, and it will go foul.
Just foul.
Good off-speed pitch, but Adams was all over it. Adams has fouled off 4 pitches in this at-bat. Here's the throw to second base. And he's back in time. We'll try to figure out who the umpires are for you folks.
Eagles dugout very vocal up to this point in the game. Oh. Got him swinging, Jay.
And that will do it. It is a 3-strikeout inning for Burke, which sandwiched in between was an error and a hit batter, but no runs across for St. John Paul, and we are through 1/2 inning. St. John Paul 0, American Heritage coming to bat. You are watching HSBN Live. Folks, remember to use the text line. Text line is open and ready to go. Gavin Adams takes the mound for the Eagles. He is tall, Justin. Gavin Adams stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, 160 pounds.
One of the taller kids playing here tonight. Hey, Jay. He's going to go.
Coming to the plate for the Stallions. Number 1, left fielder, Sam Morrison.
So this is Sam Morrison, the left fielder, leading it off for the Stallions here in the bottom of the first inning.
And Justin, that's also the thing about being in the press box. We are right next to the official scorer and the PA announcer, so you will be able to hear quite clearly the names of all the players here tonight.
I think we got most of them taken care of, which is rare. We're usually scrambling around trying to figure out different names, but today was fairly simple.
Well, sometimes it's hard, Justin, because a lot of these high schools don't even get to the field in time.
That's correct.
That's a nice pitch in for a strike on the outside corner. And he's got good velocity too, does Adams. He looks like he's throwing mid-upper 80s. Maybe somebody with a jugs gun will come and let us know how hard these pitchers are throwing tonight. Both of them throwing very hard. Berkwich looks like he's at about like 93. Adams has a very smooth motion. You know, Justin, these two pitchers are polar opposites. Not only is one righty and one lefty, but Adams has a very smooth delivery. Berkwich is more of like a herky-jerky, all arms and elbows. So it goes to show you in baseball there are many different ways to get the job done. And I'll tell you, man, some of these pitches have looked good and have not been called a strike.
I think it's our perspective this time, Jay. They are looking.
Oh,
like
you're saying they're really like 2 feet off the plate?
No, I'm saying it's slightly off. I think the umpire's calling a good game so far. It's just to us it seems like it's over the plate because of our
Well, I'd
angle.
like to know who the umpire is before I say.
There's
if
a
he's doing
chopper to
good
second.
job.
He's going to sling it over to first.
In the dirt.
Oh, safe.
Leadoff man is on. Sam Morrison reaches on what we believe will be an error, and yes, it is.
Yes,
it is an error on the shortstop, which is Ryan Shitlet. Shitlet had a hard time getting the ball and then had a hard time getting rid of it.
Number 3, Bailey. Uterus.
So Bailey Uteritz, the center fielder, now will come to hit.
It's a big kid, Jay. He might match up evenly with the
He's
pitcher here.
6'4", Justin.
Okay, that's why. Even from this angle, we can tell he's a big kid.
And not only that, but he does have the lone home run for American Heritage this season.
For the Stallions? Okay.
He is hitting .455, so that's quite a number 2 hitter coming in after Morrison reached on the air. He's going to try and make him pay here. And he swung at the off-speed pitch. You could see how excited Gage Adams was. And, of course, this is a brother combination, Justin. This is a pitcher-catcher-brother combination. So
The
how
Adams
comfortable
brothers.
are these guys with each other? They've probably been pitching to each other for 15 years. How do you think they figured out who was the pitcher and who was the catcher? Do you think that happened when they were 3? When they were 4?
I doubt it.
At what age was it decided who was going to pitch and who was going to catch? Oh, there's a number. This is going to be a hard play. Up and over, and he got him. Slow back to second base. He's going to be back in time. So we'll get the runner, Morrison, over to second base, but Uteritz is out at first. It'll go 6-3. Do you think there was an argument involved? Do you think that
I
it
don't think
was,
there
no,
was.
no, I want to be the pitcher?
Stallion shortstop number 5, Jacob Lejeski.
Here's Jacob Lejeski, the shortstop. Lejeski this season hitting .333 with 9 RBIs. He's had a very good season to start and 24 at-bats. So Justin, 9 RBIs and 24 at-bats. That means every other time he gets up, basically, he gets an RBI.
That's correct. I bet his
So-
mom enjoys watching that every time.
Standing 5'10", 185. And an imposing figure at home plate. Big swing
swing. Couldn't
at
catch
the
that one.
high fastball. That, I think, would have been a ball, Justin. I think if he leaves that one alone, he would be enjoying a good count right now to be hitting in.
Fouls that one back.
Looked like a slider coming off of Adams.
Stallions dugout now starting to get kind of loud.
Was Talon no?
Lejeski going to step out and reset.
The foul ball knocked our first camera out. We'll get that fixed for you folks.
Lejeski
Puts that in
chopped
play,
it.
but it is foul. And that was a hard pitch to hit too. Looked like another slider out of the zone, and Lejeski reached out and poked it foul. Beautiful night for baseball here at American Heritage in Delray. Popped up. This should be an easy play. Second baseman calls for it and settles under it and makes the catch. Dylan Renard didn't have much trouble with that one. The lights here, Justin, are fabulous.
Yes, they are. Some of the best we've seen.
Coming to the plate, your Stallions catcher, number 7, Dylan King.
So here comes Dylan King. Another imposing hitter, left-handed hitter. Wearing an elbow guard, Justin. And that one coming right at us. And it hit right above
Hit
us.
the roof.
We have one little sliver of window open, and it came right at it. King is the catcher for the Stallions. Standing 6'2", 190 pounds, hitting .333 this season. Adams checks the runner and fires, and that is a base hit up the middle. Rounding
That's gonna
third
score.
on his way. Here he comes,
Come
and he's
around.
going to be safe at home.
And that'll
And he'll get into second base easily. Will King with an RBI hit, and the Stallions are on the board. Yes, it is. That is a single and an RBI, and then King advanced to second on the throw home.
Coming to play, Stallions designated hitter number 24, Ryan Bruno.
Ryan Bruno, another large left-handed hitter coming to the batter's box now. Bruno is also another left-handed pitcher, standing 6'4", 195 pounds, hitting .357 this season. It is just one specimen after another for Heritage. Nice pitch from Adams. Nice crowd on hand here tonight to watch this finals. Another big swing and a miss. Here's the throw to second base.
He's safe.
And he just got back in there under the tag.
It's a heads-up play by Dylan King to get back in time. Bruno
Reaches out to
chops
get that one. This is going to be, and he's going to come under it easily and make the catch, and that will do it. But American Heritage comes up with one run and leads this final of this HSBN private school tournament. Score is 1-0. We go to the top of the second inning. You are watching HSBN Live. And folks, we want to apologize in between innings. It is going to be hard for us to keep our microphones on due to the music that's here. We want to make sure we don't violate any copyrights as we did the other night with Nova Southeastern.
Second baseman number 3, Dylan Renard.
So Dylan Renard going to start off this second inning for the Eagles. They are down 1-0 to the Stallions. Big swing and a miss. Berkwich still throwing fire.
Renard is a senior,
That's in for a strike.
5'7", 135, hitting .333 on the season in 27 at-bats.
But Berkwich on top of almost every batter he faces. The count now 0-2.
Look at
They
that
got him.
curveball! He struck him out looking. Backdoor curveball from Berkwich. Justin, that is 4 strikeouts in 4 outs.
It is.
American Heritage has not had to make a play on defense. They could technically walk out there with 2 players.
And this is Vincent Kerrigan now, the right fielder.
And still get it done. They don't need the other 7 players. Did he go?
He did not.
Yes, he did.
Really? That was surprising. Again, our vantage point is kind of odd here up on the side, Jay.
So, Justin, when we got here tonight, there's that curveball, tough pitch to take. When we got here tonight, Berkwich was 17 strikeouts against 2 walks. 4 strikeouts tonight. He now has 21 strikeouts and 2 walks. That's a pretty pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Full count. That's a shot. That's going to get down for a hit. Kerrigan on his way to first. Well hit ball to left field.
So with 1 out, St. John Paul trying to put something together here.
And somebody finally hit a ball against Berkwith, Jay. It's the first time.
Well, Rivara was able to cue one to short and cause the error, but other than that, it has been 0 action for the fielders. The one action that they had, they did not make the play, but right now it's been all Berkwich.
For the Eagles, third baseman number 1, J.T. Salvato.
This is J.T. Salvato at the plate. Nice handshake with the catcher there.
Salvato 5'8". Justin, get this, 115 pounds. I literally weigh double what he weighs, and we are the same height. Hitting .333 on the season.
I'm not sure what to do with that information there, Jay. He seems like he's in pretty good shape down there, so I'm not sure what the point is you're trying to make.
Hey, 51 years old with arthritis in my knees. What can I tell you?
Throw to
Snap
first.
throw to first.
Just back in time is Kerrigan.
Although I did race my son's entire baseball team yesterday.
So you're faster than a 6-year-old. Or I guess a bunch of 6-year-olds.
I'm faster than 9 of the 10.
Oh, he went. He went.
One of them beat me by a step.
So Salvato down on strikes, and that's going to bring up Jay. Which batter?
The number 9 hitter.
You bet. We love the number 9
Our
hitter.
favorite.
This is Brian Blasioli.
So, Justin, that is 5 of 5 outs recorded via the strikeout.
And swinging strikeouts, too. Nobody's been standing there with the bat on their shoulder.
Only one, just that backdoor curveball to Renard. Dylan Renard was the only one with the got caught looking on that curveball. But the rest of them are all swinging. Snap throw to first. He's back in time. He's got a good move to first base. You got to be careful over there. And with 2 outs, you know they're going to try and start the runner.
Yes, they are. He's getting
Big
a good
lead, about
now.
a 6.5-foot lead over there. Fastball up and away. You know, also, Justin, we don't know how many pitches Berkwich is going to throw tonight. But when I asked the coach for American Heritage before the game, and, you know, we have our typical pregame meeting, Carmaza told me that he expects him to go maybe 5, 6, 7 innings. So that one is hit hard to left field, going back, and he makes the catch. That is the first recorded out by a fielder for
Nice
American
play.
Heritage.
Nice play by Morrison out there in left
I'll
field.
tell you, another couple of feet, Justin, that might have been over his head, and we might be having a whole different discussion. But no runs on 1 hit. We are going to the bottom of the 2nd inning. It is American Heritage 1, St. John Paul 0. You are watching HSBN Live, and due to copyright infringements, we will keep our microphones muted during the intermission.
So, Jay, is this the techno version of what we were listening to on Tuesday night? Or that was last week with the Reaper?
Yes, it is. It's from about a week ago. And I don't know if I've ever heard a beat like that on that song. Nice little remake.
But we did hear the original multiple times.
And we couldn't understand what the message was.
Correct. The guy...
Who were we fearing?
Yeah, the guy's nickname is the Reaper, but then the song is Don't Fear the Reaper, so we were a little confused. Anyway, this is Jason Latoyle, the first baseman at the plate.
Another tall left-handed hitter, Justin.
Watches that one stay up high.
Bruno, another left-handed pitcher for this American Heritage team, is 6'4", 195, hitting .357 on the season, and took a huge swing at that one. These are very imposing figures, Justin, and they're all left-handed, and they're all 6'3".
Possibly by design.
Although the batter in the on-deck circle is swinging right-handed, we don't know until he gets to the plate if he is, in fact, right-handed or not.
Latoyle fouls that one back.
Yeah, I had said Ryan Bruno. It is, in fact, Jason Latoyle. Latoyle, a right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, swings and misses. He struck him out, and they'll complete the out at first base. And nice pitch there from Adams.
First strikeout of the game for Gavin Adams. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Steven Andrews.
Andrews, again, 6'3", 180 pounds. So far hitting .143 this season. Pops that one up.
That's playable.
Into the lights.
Second baseman
having
coming
a little
over to
bit
make
of
the play.
difficulty. Gets under it and makes the catch. And that is 2 quick outs for Adams and St. John Paul this inning.
Dylan Renard shuffles over to make that play. And that will bring Nick Romano to the plate, the third baseman.
Number 9, Nick Romano.
Romano, 6'2", 190 pounds, and bats which way, Justin?
Lefty.
Unbelievable. I've never seen such a heavy lefty lineup. Little pause from Adams there. That's a nice pitch. Right at the knees on the outside corner and in for a strike. Romano hitting .458 this season. He's got to be asking, Coach, what do I got to do to move up in the lineup? How big does my batting average have to be? I mean, the man's hitting .458. Give him some respect. And Justin, I say, man, he's not even a senior. He's a junior. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll do it. A quick inning for Adams and St. John Paul. American Heritage continuing to lead St. John Paul 1-0. You are watching HSBN Live. This is the finals of the private school tournament. Top of the third.
And top of the order for the Eagles, this is Jake Torres. Torres struck out back in the first. Look to get something going for his team here. Only down 1-0 in the top of the third. Both pitchers have been outstanding so far. Some of the best pitching we've seen at the high school level in a while.
Wow.
Couldn't catch that one.
Hitting a 385 is Torres.
1-2 the count. Berkwich just getting on top of every batter he faced, just about.
He's
I think Kerrigan
he's
was the
working
only
quickly,
one.
too. Look at that spiked curveball in the dirt.
It's in the dirt, though.
One thing I've noticed from Berkwich, he doesn't try to throw his curve for a strike. You know how some pitchers will try to use their curve to throw it for a strike? Berkwich seems to throw it as a deceiving pitch to get you to swing at it. And that one missed.
Well, Torres showing great discipline. Full count now.
Here's the pitch.
That's
Missed
it.
low, and the leadoff man is walked, Justin. And what happens to leadoff walks?
Usually winds up being a run. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
Yeah, but usually Berkwich isn't on the mound.
It's true.
I think Berkwich could walk the bases loaded and strike out the side.
Now here's Ryan Shiflett, speaking of strikeouts. He struck out back in the first. Just about every Eagle has been struck out so far tonight. That's popped up.
And it's
It'll
caught.
be played by first.
Jason Latoile raced in and made that catch.
Coming to plate, center fielder number 6, Luke Rivara.
Rivara, one of the few base runners so far for St. John Paul, and one of the few to actually put the ball in play. Throw to first, back in time. Very deceiving pickoff move from Berkwich. Big lead at first base, Justin. I think he's going.
I think he is too. He's got a nice lead.
Look at him leaning. Look at him leaning. Big swing and a miss. Swung over that changeup. Good looking changeup from Berkwich. Another big swing at that one. Berkwich has to have more swings and misses at his pitches than anyone we've seen in a long time, Justin.
Yes, he does. He's got skills.
There goes the runner, and it's almost like a pitch out, and he's going to be out at second base. St. John Paul trying to get something going here. Having
Now
a
with two
hard
outs.
time against Berkwich.
2 outs and Rivara behind in the count. Got him.
Did he tip it? Yes, he did. He struck him out, and that will do it. Another strikeout for Berkwich. That's his 6th in 3 innings. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. American Heritage continuing to lead St. John Paul 1-0. You are watching HSBN Live.
And here is the number 9 batter for the Stallions, Joseph Tamanto. Tamanto pops that one into the crowd. Fouls that one back behind plate. Tamanto with a rocket to short. That's
Up
going to be
and
scooped
over.
up.
He got him.
That'll take us back to the top of the order. Sam Morrison.
Coming to the plate for the Stallions.
Who has scored the lone run of the game?
Sam Morrison.
Reached on an error back in the first. Fouls that one back. Adams still looking strong here.
Morrison
Bottom of the
reached
third.
on an error in the first inning and came around to score on the RBI hit by Dylan King. A solid shot to center field by King. And that is the only scoring so far here tonight. Nice curveball. Swung through that one. The Adams to Adams combination has done very well here tonight for St. John Paul, but right now American Heritage just 1 run better, 1-0, bottom of the third. And he swung at that curveball. He struck him out. Did he get him? Yes, he did. Wow. That was a hard play as the second part of the Adams combination, which is, of course, Gage, made a nice play there.
Bailey Uteritz.
Bailey Uteritz coming to the plate. Again, Uteritz 6'4", 205, hitting .455 this season with the only home run for American Heritage this season. Nice fastball, just missed. No,
that's in for a strike.
It was in for a strike.
1-1 the count now. Uteritz. With 2 outs, he'd like nothing more than to get them on base here and give them another shot to score a run. Watches that one stay down in the dirt.
Just missed with that one. Pop that one up. Is there a play? It's going to be hard for us to see it if there is. I'm watching the umpire, and the umpire says no. Can smell those burgers, Justin, and boy, were those burgers good tonight.
Yes, they were.
You want to try rating them somewhere in your all time?
Like I said,
top 10?
Absolutely top 10. Like I said, it's a battle for second. Southridge still the clear
in
number
for
1.
strike 3. He struck him out on the slider, and that will do it. Got him looking, did Adams. Beautiful pitch. American Heritage continuing to lead St. John Paul 1-0. You are watching the finals of the HSBN Private School Tournament on HSBN Live.
So this is Gage Adams at the plate. Was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Watches that one low.
Adams, of course, was plunked in the first inning, Justin. This is the Adams part of the lineup as Gage, the catcher, and then Gavin, the pitcher, on deck. Fouled straight back. Just so hard to come. That fastball, just to pick it up and to get ahead of it is so difficult for these St. John Paul batters. Everybody is behind the fastball. There's the off-speed pitch, and that one's in for a strike, too. It looked like Adams gave up on that one. It looked like it was going outside, and then it curved right in the back door. That one fouled out of play.
They did, so I'll see what I can get. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, but the ball went all the way to the backstop, and he's going to be safe at first. So 2 unconventional ways to get to first base. He was hit by a pitch in the first and now reaches via the strikeout.
Now we'll bring his brother, Gavin Adams, to the plate.
That is the 7th strikeout for Berkwich, but unfortunately does not result in an out. So is that a strike in, Justin?
Or a strike on. I don't know.
It may be a strike on. There
Could
you
be
go.
a strike on as well.
Because it's not an out.
Nope.
It's
Gavin puts it on the
Is he
ground.
going to go to second base? No, he's going to first. A successful sacrifice for St. John Paul.
Gage will make his way over to second.
That's how you do it, folks. That is a Steve Hertz special right there.
Dylan Renard now stepping to the plate.
Nice pitch. Oh, my gosh, Justin.
in for
It's
a
almost
strike.
like he's throwing harder and harder every inning.
As it goes, yes, he's getting stronger is what it seems.
I can't even imagine what it would be like to have to face him. You'd have to decide that you want to swing before even the ball leaves his hand. St. John Paul trying to get something going here. They have a runner at second and one out on the sacrifice. Gage Adams struck out and reached first base on the overthrow. Gavin Adams sacrificed him over to second base. And the umpire said no pitch. He had called time.
He did and walked away.
Dylan Renard, who struck out looking in the second, now in the catbird seat for St. John Paul. Another great fastball from Berkwich. It is a delight to watch this kid work, Justin. And we spoke with his dad, Ross, before the game, and he said he was playing for Team USA, so we can very much see why. I would not be surprised, Justin, to see Berkwich playing in the big leagues at some point.
It's definitely a possibility.
Left-handed pitchers with that kind of velocity, he's got to be throwing 93, 94 miles an hour. Maybe more. There's an off-speed pitch to third base, up and over, and he got him. 2 outs in the inning. That is not how John Paul hoped that would go. Because now with 2 outs, not too many options to get that run home, Justin. I think John Paul was hoping that Renard would deliver there.
Well, deliver here from Kerrigan will tie up this game.
Now batting number 24, the right fielder, Vincent Kerrigan.
And Kerrigan did have a single back in the second, so he has been able to make contact with Berkwich. That one stays low. That one's left low. Kerrigan not biting.
This has been really the best scoring opportunity St. John Paul has had, and that one popped up out of play. Big crowd here tonight, as you can see.
Just missed low with that offering, apparently. Looked good from up here. Big pitch coming to Kerrigan.
You can
Berkwich
see on
looking
your
to end this inning.
on your split screen there. Swing
Got
and
him.
a miss. He struck him out, and that will do it. Another strikeout for Berkwich. 2 more strikeouts. That's 8 for the game, Justin. Unbelievable. This kid Berkwich is something else. American Heritage continues to lead St. John Paul. It is 1-0. You are watching HSBN Live.
So here we go in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Coming to the plate, Stallion shortstop, number 5, Jacob Lejeski.
This is the Stallion shortstop, Jacob Lejeski. Flied out to second back in the first. Looking for a better finish to this one. Watches that one fall in for a strike. That one's popped straight up. Unplayable. That one's fouled towards the opponent's dugout. Watches that one low in the dirt. That one just missed. It's going to be a big inning for Adams here. If he can get through this, his team absolutely still in this game. The Eagles, that is. Lejeski. Missed up high. Big pitch coming with a full count. Lejeski looking to put it in play. And he does. And that is over the center fielder's head. That's going to be at least a double. He's cruising to second. We'll see if he heads to third. He's headed to third. Pushing for a triple. And he's going to get in, standing up. Huge hit for Lejeski.
Coming to the plate, Stallions catcher, number 7, Dylan King.
So for Adams, short of a nice single to Dylan King and that triple by Lejeski, nobody's really been able to touch him tonight. This is Dylan King at the plate now, catcher for the Stallions. Watches that one stay low. Another pitch stays low for Adams. Excellent. Yeah, it was a huge hit. We'll see if the Stallions can bring Lejeski in from third. That one falls in for a strike. That one stays low. King not biting. Lejeski taking a nice lead at third. One on, no one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And that's a shot from King. Over to first. He will be out.
Coming to the plate, Stallions designated hitter, number 24, Ryan Bruno.
Yeah, for Lejeski. So Ryan Bruno at the plate now. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bruno had a huge shot, but was picked up by the left fielder back in the 1st. That one's in for a strike.
And Justin, that was a belt-high fastball inside. If Bruno is looking for that pitch, Justin, he's going to put that in the right field corner.
Big pitch here to Bruno. That one just misses.
Tried to continue going inside, a little further inside to Bruno there. There is only 1 out. Lejeski at third after the triple. Inside. And you don't want to start walking people here, Justin, because you're just going to make matters worse. You're already down a run.
That's correct. Adams looking to get out of this jam. Lejeski creeping up from third.
Did he go? Yes, he did.
No, he did. Oh, did he? Yes, he did. He started jogging to first. Umpire calling him back to the plate. So Adams not quite done with Bruno.
And for strike 3, he struck him out. 2 outs in the inning now. It's a big strikeout for Adams and for St. John Paul.
Huge strikeout.
Now batting, Stallions first baseman, number 22, Jason Latoile.
Another very tall American Heritage hitter, left-handed.
Latoile looking to get a
And
shot in.
that
And
one
he
into left
does.
field, and that one's going to get down for a hit. This is going to score a run.
Lejeski's in. Nice
Latoile with a nice inside-out swing in the left field. It is now 2-0. Very tall American Heritage hitter, left-handed.
Andrews flew out to second base back in the 2nd inning.
That was muted, so they can't hear me. You have to unmute when you replay. It automatically mutes.
Andrews looking to continue things here for the Stallions.
Don't be surprised, Justin, if Latoile is on the move here. That one in for a strike right at the knees. Good-looking pitch from Adams.
Latoile taking a nice big lead over at first.
Huge lead over there, Justin. Inside.
They're going to make Adams put it over the plate.
Swing and a miss. He foul-tipped it. Runner will be on the move here. First baseman way back. There he goes, and it's ball 4. A little confusion there, but Andrews takes his base.
Andrews to first. Latoile over to second. We'll now have a meeting on the mound. And that meeting will take place as third baseman Nick Romano takes some warm-up swings.
St. John Paul has to be careful here, Justin. Right now, it's only a 2-run game. Another hit or two here, and they could have a real problem on their hands.
Well, they have 2 outs.
Third baseman number 9, Nick Romano.
So if Adams can get past Romano here, can get out of this inning with only 1 run coming across. 2 on, 2 out.
And that one pounded on the ground. This is going to be an easy play. Up and over, and he got him, and that will do it. American Heritage puts another run on the board and now leads St. John Paul 2-0. You are watching HSBN Live.
And we'll give a shout out to Tom and Sebring also, in case he happens to be watching our broadcast.
And Justin, not only that, but they seem to be giving a little too much play to the hot dogs and not enough for the hamburgers because I got to tell you, those burgers are special.
They were, but we don't know about the Stallion dogs. They could be super special. We just don't know. So we'll head to the top of the 5th with the Stallions leading the Eagles 2-0.
Baseman number 1, JT Salvato.
And this is JT Salvato at the plate. Struck out back in the 2nd. Looking to get something going for the Eagles. Still in this game.
Popped up out of play. You know, I'll tell you, Justin, Berkwich, more than anything else, just has a way of demoralizing his opponent. It's almost like St. John Paul is fighting against themselves. That's a nice pitch in for a strike right at the knees. Boy, I wish we had a radar gun, Justin. He is throwing so hard.
He is still.
Another pretty pitch. And where did that one miss?
Just missed somehow.
All right. Well, Justin, if I was on the field and one of his teammates, I would say try the other middle. Nice breaking ball in for strike 3. He struck him out. That's the 9th strikeout.
And here comes our guy, Jay.
Now batting, the left fielder number 22, Brian Blasioli.
He hit the ball well in his last at bat. Hit the
number
left
9
field.
hitter.
It was caught.
Brian Blasioli at the plate. Flew out to left field back in the 2nd.
Boy, he's throwing hard.
Leaves that one low. Blasioli going to wait for his pitch. Try to get something going for the Eagles.
Off-speed pitch. He was ahead of that
Just foul
one.
down the third base line.
It's not even fair when he throws that off-speed pitch because you're waiting for the 96-mile-an-hour fastball and you get the 82-mile-an-hour curveball.
A lot of things about Berkwich pitching are unfair, Jay, from what we've seen so far. It's unfair to the opposing team. Couldn't catch up to that one.
Swing and a miss. He struck him
Got
out.
him.
Strikeout number 10.
We'll go back to the top of the order with Jake Torres.
First baseman number 7, Jake Torres.
Torres 0 for 1 on the night with a walk.
So Justin, with 10 strikeouts, he now has 27 on the season. And with 1 walk, he has now 3 walks on the season. So continuing that 9-to-1 ratio that that he had coming into the game. So it was no accident. Nice pitch.
Torres taking a big cut, but can't catch up to that pitch.
Torres struck out in the first, walked in the third. Missed that one low. Berkwich working very quickly here. Fouls that one straight back. You know, I'll tell you, Justin, the fielders love it when a pitcher works quickly like that. Helps them stay alert, help them stay in the game.
Absolutely.
Basically, Berkwich gets the ball, he gets on the rubber, and gets right into it. There, look, he did it again. Got right on the rubber, right into it, and he struck him out.
Got him, that'll
he
do it.
struck out the side, did Berkwich. That is 11 strikeouts for Berkwich. Very, very impressive. American Heritage continuing to lead 2-0. We go to the top of the sixth inning. Excuse me, to the bottom of the fifth.
Yes, sir.
You are watching HSBN Live.
Here we go, Jay. Number 9 hitter, Joseph Tomato. Tomato at the plate.
American Heritage looking to add to their 2-0 lead. It has been a slow bleed out on the part of St. John Paul as American Heritage just scrapping away with a run here and a run there, and the next thing you know, you're down 2, 3, 4, 5 runs. That one way over his head. You can tell, Justin, that St. John Paul is not used to being in this position.
No, I'm sure they're not. They're 6-2 on the season so far. Although American Heritage is 8-0. So, both solid teams. Big swing and a miss.
And Justin, even though we're in a tournament, this ended up being a district game.
Yes, it did.
Which usually doesn't happen in these tournaments.
Both in 3A District 12.
We thought Miami Christian might end up in this position. And
he
that
hit
one
him.
Where did it hit him?
On the shoulder, I believe, Jay.
Oh, Justin,
I
I
think he
hope
turned
not.
his shoulder.
Oh. So it's a hit batter and a leadoff base runner for
Tomato
American
now on
Heritage.
first. Sam Morrison coming to the plate.
Morrison reached on an error and scored back in the first, struck out in the third.
Coming to the plate, Stallions left fielder number 1, Sam Morrison.
Big lead at first base, Justin. American Heritage looking to add to their lead. And, Justin, I am seeing some action in the bullpen. It looks like 2 pitchers getting loose out there. We'll see if Talon Taylor can get us some visuals out there.
That one just missed.
Runner goes, and he got a huge jump. Throw to second is way late. That one was stolen on the pitcher. Nothing the catcher Adams could do, as the pitcher Adams did not look him back. Gavin Adams was not ready on that one, and Gage Adams, really nothing he could do by the time the ball got to him. So an alert play by Joseph Tamanto, and now
There's a
is at
shot to
second.
short. Scooped up over
Backhanded
first.
up and over. Was he on the bag?
Was he on it?
No, he was
was
not.
not.
So it is now first and second and no outs.
Good base running for Sam Morrison not to slow down.
And also good base running from Tamanto not to get caught going to third.
Yes, very true.
We'll see how the official scorer scores that. It was scored a hit.
First and second now for Bailey Uteritz.
Uteritz is 0 for 2. Goes to third, and it's gonna get away. Heritage will score another run. It is now 3-0. Gage Adams fired a BB down to third base, but could not handle it down there. JT Salvato had the ball get by him, and American Heritage puts up a third run. There are still no outs in this inning, and now Morrison is at second base, and Uteritz with another RBI opportunity. Heritage like a boa constrictor, Justin. They just get on you and they squeeze a little bit, and they get on you.
They may have already squeezed enough here.
They already they get on you a little bit more, and they squeeze.
I'm not
a
sure
little
they
bit.
need to squeeze more than 3 runs. I think those 3 runs are going to stand up.
The next thing you know, you can't breathe.
Well, I got to call foul, Jay, because we're going to get out of here pretty soon. This game is going to be over, and we had a long drive up here. I'd rather this game continue till 10 or 11 tonight. We finally got some good seats at a game. Our 100th broadcast, and we finally have a good seat.
How about air conditioning?
Well, yeah, we've never had air conditioning either. Although this being a night game, I'm sure it's not horrible outside. The fans don't seem to be too upset.
Big crowd here at American Heritage Delray, just as we've seen the big crowds at American Heritage in Broward. Popped up. I don't think there's going to be a play here, Justin. It looks like it's out of play, and it is.
Yep, out of play.
Yeah, Justin, it has been an absolute pleasure from top to bottom here. We have been treated with great hospitality. The head coach for American Heritage, Carm Mazza, gave us free range here, told us to set up wherever we wanted, told us we could have his press box, and boy, did we move in here. We have bags and equipment everywhere in here. That one popped up.
That's going to be taken care of by center field. Yes, it will. So Luke Rivara slides over to grab that one.
It's the first out of the inning.
Coming to the plate, Stallion shortstop, number 5, Jacob Lejeski.
And it doesn't get any easier, Justin, because Lejeski in his last at-bat tripled and scored.
Best hit of the night. Now with 1 on, 1 out, looking to add to the lead. Check swing.
Those are the worst, Justin. When you know you shouldn't swing at a pitch and it hits your bat anyways, that, as a hitter, there is nothing worse. I'd rather be fooled on a pitch than do that. Throw to second base. He's back in time. I have to look around the pole to see there's the one blind spot that I have here in the press box. Somehow they built a pole right in the middle of the press box.
I think the other option was no roof, Jay. I think that's a support beam.
I would
that it
have
has to
appreciated a window there, personally. Just saying. Nice curveball in for a strike. Adams is still pitching well. And ordinarily, Justin, I'm sure St. John Paul would have at least a couple runs on the board, and we'd be looking at a 3-2 or 3-3 game, but Berkwich has just been unhittable.
Yeah, they just can't touch him tonight. At least not yet.
That is
another shot
hammered in the left
foul,
field
though.
corner, going back, and it is foul. He got the barrel of the bat out on that one, Justin. Was just a little bit too far out in front, or else that would have been in the corner for another double or triple. Outside. First base is open here, so Adams not compelled to give in to him here. And especially after that last ball was hit, maybe might not want to.
Yeah, if there was somebody to walk. It would have to be Lojeski after that triple.
Yeah, but what are you going to do, walk him and face Dylan King?
I think so.
Ooh, I don't know about
Lojeski
that.
has the best hit of the game for either team.
Oh, I don't know, Justin. Putting another runner on and then having Dylan King come up with 2 on instead of 1 on? I don't know.
Well, now the Eagles are going to have to talk about it.
That's one of those scenarios where there is no good answer.
That's correct. You just hope you pick the lesser of the two.
I don't want to be the one having to make that decision.
No. That'll be between Adams and his brother.
Well, I think it's also between the head coach, Peter Grafeo. Oh, that one
Walked
just
him.
barely missed.
Just walked
You know, Justin, sometimes when batters run out of the box that quickly, the umpire takes a step back and says, you know what? I think that's strike 3. You're out of here.
Yeah, not this time.
Got to be careful doing that.
Dylan King.
So a walk for Lejeski.
We are in the bottom of the 5th. Lojeski over on first, Morrison over on second, and this is Dylan King at the plate.
Who already has a hit in this game and an RBI, a nice hit to center field back in the first. In the inside corner for a strike. Adams in some trouble here as there is only 1 out, 2 runs on, already 1 run is in. American Heritage leading 3-0.
King going to call time and step out and reset. That one's in the dirt, gets away. Runners will stay where they are.
That's a really nice play by Adams and Adams' brother.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, Justin, that was
Yeah.
impressive.
If Gage Adams didn't stop that ball, we got runners on second and third. So big
But-
stop.
But who better to know how his brother spikes that curveball in the dirt? Any other catcher, that ball might not have been anywhere near the catcher, and the runners would have advanced, and that would have been even bigger trouble for St. John Paul.
Dylan King looking to bust this game open.
You
Two
know,
on, 1 out.
There is a disadvantage to this long inning, Justin, and we are going to maybe see another pitcher for American Heritage because we see action in the bullpen over there, and when you have a long inning like that, sometimes it affects your starting pitcher.
Yeah, it's quite. I don't think we're going to see either pitcher go all the way through. I think we'll have to have some changes.
Foul
King
straight back.
fouls it back.
Good pitch by Adams there. Gavin Adams. You think Gage, when they were growing up, ever said, can I pitch now? Is it okay? Is it okay if I pitch now and
No,
you catch?
I think he saw his brother and said, "Oh yeah, we know who the pitcher is."
I don't know if I'd be okay with that. up high. Ball gets away from Gage Adams for just a moment, but the runners do not advance.
Yeah, you can feel free to take up that argument with Gavin if you want. I would just let it die, and he's the pitcher, his brother's catching. I think that's how it's supposed to be.
Well, it makes for an interesting childhood.
It does.
You always have a catcher. How good a pitcher would I have been if I had a brother that was a catcher? Probably as good as I was. I don't think I would have been any better.
My assumption is that Gage will keep catching even after Gavin graduates.
Emilio having
pitch
fun
to
with
King.
his split screen there, and that one hit a ton. Going back, and he makes the catch.
Nice catch.
Both runners are tagging.
Luke Rivera there in
Coming
center.
around, and he's going to be out
Out.
of home. He tried to take 2 bases on the tag, Justin.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, that's a little bit of Danny Price coming out there. When's the last time you saw anybody try to take 2 bases on a tag up? Oh, boy. It'll turn out to be a double play. Morrison tried to make it all the way home on a caught ball to center field. Dylan King gave it a ride.
Big arm for Luke Rivera, rifling that back in and making sure the run didn't score.
Yeah, and Justin, he had to almost jump in the air. He covered a lot of ground and then had to go up.
He did. Caught the ball and just shot that one right in.
And I think Morrison, just figured, you know what? I'm going to see if I can make it here. And to his credit, he was only out by a step.
Yeah, it was close. It was close. And again, it was the throw, I believe.
So again, the boa constrictor style of American Heritage up 3-0 here. A run in the first, a run in the fourth, a run in the fifth. And American Heritage leads 3-0. You are watching HSBN Live. And Justin, I was wrong. Berkwich coming back in the pitch.
So this is Ryan Shiflett at the plate. Shiflett 0 for 2 on the night. No. And as
Working
mentioned
very
before,
quickly.
Berkwich back in for the 6th inning of work now.
Watch how quick he works, Justin. Right back on the mound. And look, he's already looking in for the sign, and he's already in his windup. That is fast.
That one's left low. 11 strikeouts on the night for Berkwich. Shiflett looking to get something started for the Eagles. He walked him.
A leadoff walk. And Justin, the last time he walked the leadoff hitter, it did not score, which is outside of our statistical.
Yes, it is. It's an anomaly, at least so far. And here is Luke Rivera with that great catch out there in center field, preventing a 4th run from coming around for the Stallions.
Is this a meeting or is this a take me out meeting?
I think it's just a meeting. We'll keep an eye on the coach, see if he asks for the ball.
No, I think he would have given it up already. I don't think you don't spend this much time on the mound if you're going to take him out. Usually, folks, if a pitcher is going to be taken out, usually they'll take you out immediately getting to the mound. It's usually
Incorrect,
not a discussion.
Mr. Hayback. Incorrect, sir. We are going to have a pitching change. He just made motion. We'll see if we can get who it's going to be.
You were saying?
I was saying the motion was made. I'm wondering what happened with that. At least from this vantage point.
So I was what? I was what?
You were here.
I was incorrect. So another leadoff walk for Berkwich. That's a nice pitch. Off-speed pitch in for a strike for Berkwich.
Berkwich not slowing down at all in this game.
In all ways. Not slowing down how quickly he works, not slowing down his velocity, not slowing down his determination and his will to win. Berkwich has pitched a great game. That's another nice pitch. That one foul tipped into the glove, and he struck him out.
Coming to plate, number 23, Eagles catcher, Gage Adams.
So it'll now be the Adams part of the lineup as Gage and Gavin will now come to hit. Nice off-speed pitch in for a strike. One out in the sixth. Let's throw to first base back in time. St. John Paul down 3-0.
I think Coach Mazza said, I'll leave you in there until you throw a ball, and we're still waiting. You think that's what's occurring here?
And that
one's
one hit
fouled
right
off.
at the bench. I'll tell you, Berkwich is just making quick work of a very, very good St. John Paul team here. St. John Paul, Justin, has one hit. We're in the sixth inning. They have one hit.
Yes, they do.
Another great
That's in
pitch.
for a strike. You
And
gotta
that
look
one
it.
in for strike 3. He struck him out. It's the 13th strikeout.
We're getting video game numbers, Jay.
Oh, they're going to take him out, Justin.
I told you I saw the motion. I was just off by a couple people.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, go with that story,
I saw
Justin.
it. I saw it. Did I
Go-
call it?
Go with that one.
The coach doesn't make the motion to the bullpen unless he's going to make a move. Just happened it was delayed this time.
Uh-huh.
But Berkwich, what a game. He gets an ovation, and he should. Everybody in the crowd should be standing. 13 strikeouts for this kid. We've seen some stellar performances, and this is right up there with
6 2/3 innings for Berkwich. 13 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit batter. Excuse me, 2 walks.
and one hit.
2 walks, 1 hit, and 1 hit batter. That is domination. And again, you know, we've got to reiterate that this is a very good St. John Paul lineup. This is not a weak high school that they are facing here. They're facing a very, very good school that they may see again down the road, Justin. This might not be the only time that they face each other where it's a meaningful game. Of course, this is the finals of the HSBN private school tournament.
Looks like Cole Stefano's taking the mound, Jay. Number 16.
So Jackson Pastore will take the mound.
Oh, number 13.
And he's only a sophomore, Justin. He is 6'3", 175 pounds. He is 4-0, Justin. 4-0 this season. Excuse me, 0-0 in 4 innings pitched. He has 6 strikeouts and no walks. He does have a save to his credit. He's appeared in 3 games, has only given up 1 hit in the 4 innings. So Jackson Pastore, that's Jackson with an X, coming into the game. Justin, I figured it out. In order In order to play for American Heritage, you got to be 6'3". That's it. If you're not 6'3", don't bother applying. Don't come out for tryouts. Don't tell me how great you were in middle school. I don't want to know that you hit 600 last year. You're only 5'9", son. I'm sorry. You cannot play for me. Because every single player on American Heritage is 6'3".
Now pitching for the Stallions, number 13, Jackson Pastore.
Lojeski only 5'10", but playing like he's 6'3", Jay.
It's like a basketball team. It's like watching a basketball team play baseball.
Plate number 4.
So Gavin Adams with a chance to help his team and help his cause. That's a shot to center.
This will be an easy play, Justin, and that's going to do it. So no runs across for St. John Paul. One pitch for Pastore. And that's how it's done, Justin. One pitch, one out. He comes in and cleans it up for Berkwich. No runs again for St. John Paul. It is 3-0 American Heritage. And Justin, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. St. John Paul down to their final 3 outs. And Justin, we are in an even scenario. 3 outs to 3 runs needed. And anytime you're in that scenario, you're in some trouble.
I think
Even if it wasn't American Heritage.
I think, yeah, the Eagles are in big trouble here, Jay.
And a new pitcher for the Eagles.
As well.
That'll be number 24, which is Vincent Cardigan.
Kerrigan, yep.
Or is it Carignan?
Kerrigan, no, just Kerrigan. Carigan is how it's pronounced.
Okay. I have an extra N in that name.
I know, but I went down and verified that with
Thank you.
with
Thank you
Vincent
for doing
himself.
that.
With Vincent himself, I made sure.
Now Kerrigan is only 5'11", Justin. So the question is, would he have even made the American Heritage team at 5'11"? And 5'11" is a pretty tall player for high school baseball.
It is.
11 1/3 innings pitched for Kerrigan, a 1.24 ERA, 10 strikeouts against 3 walks. Very impressive numbers for Kerrigan.
Now pitching for the Eagles, Vince Kerrigan.
Unfortunately, we are a little too far away to see who replaced him in right field.
The Stallions, Jeremy Rosenberg.
So we've also had a change of bat. Jeremy Rosenberg in for Ryan Bruno.
Rosenberg, of course, 6 feet, 215 pounds, and the prototypical American Heritage player.
Of course he is,
And
Jay.
of course he's left-handed. Where do they get all these lefties from? Way outside on that one. Rosenberg is a senior first baseman. Of course, with Jason Latoile on the roster, Justin, he's having a hard time getting enough at-bats here as Latoile, the starting first baseman for American Heritage.
And
Nice pitch.
Latoile on
But
deck.
it missed somewhere.
That one just missed. He walked
That
him.
one missed. Boy,
So Rosenberg on his way to first.
tough strike zone here tonight.
And that will bring up Latoile. Latoile 1 for 2 on the night. Had a big RBI single back in the fourth.
Yeah, and at the time, Justin, that was a big moment in this game because, you know, one run, no matter how well you're pitching, is still one run.
Exactly.
You can score one run.
And right now, that's all they would need.
But now, with American Heritage up 3-0, it is going to get harder and harder for St. John Paul with only 3 outs remaining. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. American Heritage also has the leadoff man on. Rosenberg walked to start the inning. Kerrigan finally got a strike call there. He's been having a hard time pitching very well, but just not getting the strikes called. That one did miss.
Missed low.
Throw to first. Oh, he just caught it. Wow. That could have been a disaster. Hey, someone used the text line. Low and inside.
Kerrigan having trouble finding the strike zone here.
Kerrigan may be pitching himself into some trouble here, Justin. And some of it through no fault of his own. Big, big lead at first base. Gigantic lead. And Kerrigan saw it too. That must have been a 7.5-foot lead at first base. You can see when Rosenberg and Torres are standing next to each other how tall Rosenberg is. That is a rocket, but it is foul. Went over everything. And that is why Rosenberg's having a hard time getting on the field, Justin. Because
yes, it is.
Latoile hits the ball like that. Throw to
Rosenberg
first.
checks again.
Back in time. Rosenberg's got him timed out over there. He may be going to second. Another big lead for Rosenberg. Gigantic lead over there. I can't believe he's that far off the base. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big out there for Kerrigan. That is Kerrigan's first strikeout of the night.
Right fielder number 6, Steven Andrews.
So 1 out, 1 on for Steven Andrews here in the bottom of the 6th.
That one almost got away too. Kerrigan's got to be careful, Justin. That's how pitchers sometimes can get in trouble. They put a runner on with a walk, and the next thing you know, they're throwing it away, and the runner's on third.
I think that's why Rosenberg's taking such a big lead. He's hoping they try to get him at first. He's hoping for that errant throw.
That's a nice pitch. Andrews takes that one for a strike. Another nice pitch.
That's in for a strike.
Oh, where
misses
did that
low.
one miss?
I think it
My
missed low.
word.
It was close.
That was a good 0-2 pitch there. How did he take it? How do you take that one? Andrews with nerves of steel at home plate. Another big lead for Rosenberg. Is he going to be on the move? Nope, he's not. And that
Got
one,
him.
he did offer that.
He swung.
Definitely offered at that one, and that is strike 3. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts for Kerrigan.
Coming to the plate, third baseman number 9, Nick Romano.
It'll be up to Nick Romano to continue this inning for American Heritage. There are 2 outs. Rosenberg still at first base with that leadoff walk.
And again, far off the bag. Trying to elicit a throw.
Kerrigan has had a hard time locating that curveball.
Nick Romano 0 for 2 tonight so far. Looking to change that now. And Kerrigan struck out the last 2 batters he faced after walking the first. That one just missed.
Yeah, that one was a little high, Justin. You could tell the way the catcher, Gage Adams, caught that one. It was just a little bit high. That one hits a left field, and it's going to be caught. That'll do it. So we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. This is going to be it for St. John Paul. American Heritage still leading 3-0. You are watching HSBN Live.
Pastore back out to try to finish the game.
I haven't heard Mary, why are you bugging her? Well, Justin, as they say, this is it.
This is it.
We are in the 7th inning.
Dylan Renard in the top of the 7th, down by 3.
Renard 0 for 2. He has
almost everybody's 0 for 2 tonight, Jay.
He has struck out once, as has basically the entire team. Which is not a knock at all on St. John Paul.
No, it's a testament to how good Berkwich was all game.
It is just Berkwich. It was just way too much. Players getting into it for St. John Paul, and a strike is thrown.
Hopefully he'll understand when we start using his name to describe dominant pitchers that we watch play.
Well, it's a little confusing, Justin, because we're accustomed to Eric Berkowitz being the dominant pitcher in AUBL Miami. So now it's going to be confusing because we've got a Berkowitz and a Berkwich.
That's right.
Swing and a miss. Good velocity on that fastball.
Bernard looking to make some contact here. Eagles need some base runners.
Pastore puts that on the corner. He struck him out. Pastore also looking impressive here. Gets him looking. Pastore came in to finish the 6th inning. And he did it with one pitch. Comes in, throws one pitch, and said, that's all I need.
Well, here's the closer for the Stallions at the plate, Vince Kerrigan.
For the Eagles?
For the Eagles, that is. As we will not see American Heritage on the mound again tonight, Jay.
I doubt it.
We will not.
Curveball
That one's over his
just
head.
missed. It's a good curveball, just didn't quite get back all the way to home plate.
That one just missed.
Way low. The one thing Pastore really doesn't want to start messing around with is giving free base runners. Make them hit it.
Yeah, Kerrigan's going to make him pitch, though.
It's one thing if they get hits off you, Justin. That's okay. But free passes are not.
That's in for a strike.
That's a beautiful pitch. Pastore also working quickly. And that one hit hard.
That's going to get down for a hit.
Down for a
They
hit.
have a base runner, Jay. Eagles trying to get something going here.
The tying run now in the on-deck circle for St. John Paul.
Kerrigan with his 2nd hit of the night.
That was a very good bit of hitting there by Kerrigan, Justin, because he didn't try to do too much with it.
Yeah, he made him keep throwing, and he finally got one that he liked. Here comes JT Salvato to the plate.
Give a shout out to my son Jack tonight, who went 5 for 5 in his coach pitch game with 6 RBIs. Big ups to my son Jack. And that one
Salvato
hits
to
short.
second.
To second.
One.
For one. Back to first.
Did he get him?
He's out at first, and that's going to
That'll
do it. American Heritage completes the shutout and wins 3-0. It was a very impressive performance.
That was a nice 6-4-3 double play to end the game there, Jay.
It was, and a nice stretch at first base. Nelson Berkwich for American Heritage
Ridiculous.
just had a day for himself, didn't he?
Ridiculous.
And you get the feeling, Justin, like it was ho-hum, like he expects
like
to do
he
that.
expects it, and maybe he thought he would be a little better tonight than he was.
Every time he comes out, it's like he expects to pitch that way, and all we can say is very impressive performance from Berkwich. Very impressive performance from American Heritage. They did enough offensively to get the job done tonight. They scored 3 runs. They scored 1 run in the first, 1 run in the 4th, and 1 run in the 5th, and that was all they needed.
For all we know, Berkwich is kicking himself for allowing that one single to Kerrigan, the only hit that the Eagles got.
So American Heritage wins the HSBN private school tournament. They are the champions, and they will be getting a trophy. Justin, I can see the trophy. You can see Anthony Utariello across the first baseline, and you can see a shiny trophy over there.
I see something over there, yeah. Pretty tall.
And he's got it in his hand. Here comes Anthony Utariello with the trophy.
What is that thing, 5.5 feet tall? What is that?
Oh, my gosh, Justin. I think that thing's taller than I am.
It's not as tall as anybody in American here.
We're being told it may be 6'2 or 6'3.
Yeah, I think that goes up to about the waist of the American Heritage players. So Anthony Utariello will give out the trophy. So here is a trophy presentation and a nice picture.
Yeah, we don't have any audio for you, but the Stallions receiving their trophy. getting set for a team picture.
Well, folks, let's take a minute and thank everybody who made tonight happen. I want to thank Emilio Sierra on our board, doing a great job, as always. Talon Taylor, who had to work very hard on the cameras again tonight, as there were some issues with the lights and he had to continuously reset them, and really great job by Talon Taylor. Of course, Anthony Utariello did a great job with that pregame interview. And it was a great experience here at American Heritage. We had a lot of fun. And it was a great game to watch. And we were so glad to bring it to you folks tonight. We want to thank you, the viewer, for watching us tonight. For myself, Jay Haybacht, and my broadcast partner, Justin Bresner, thanks again. You have been watching HSBN Live.